Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, to another brand new live stream. Today I'm joined from the beach once again. Let me make sure that the audio is voice isolation. This should be much better now. And I have exactly 100 minutes to stream before my data runs out and I have to go back home. So, without further ado, let's get started. Today I'm sharing with you some spiritual truths that I know personally as it relates to the Linga Bhairavi, which is a little temple that I have inside my home. I'm sure you've seen it if you've tuned into any of my live streams of me sitting in front of Sadhguru's picture. It is the little box that you see that I light an oil lamp with. That is the Linga Bhairavi. Somebody here sends me a message, flat.line.67 says I stink of fear. If I stink of fear, then let's see who stinks more of fear. You join my Discord and you call me on video, and I'll record it and put it on YouTube. And let's have a conversation, and let's see who stinks more of fear. Okay? But anyways, that's not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is consecration and having consecrated items in my room in your house and how that benefits you spiritually. So as I said again, my friends, the little temple that I have that sits in front of the Sadhguru's picture, the one that I light an oil lamp with daily when I do live streams, is what consecrates my house. It is an energized temple. And having consecrated items in your home and living in consecrated spaces is so vitally important and necessary, even if you want to live well as a human being. What does it mean to live in a consecrated space? Well, if you've ever been to India, which some of you have, some of you have not, and if you've gone to an Indian temple, you know what consecration is. You can feel it. It is like positive energy or prana, or you can feel this energy in the temples. Sometimes you can feel this energy in churches, Christian churches, but that's not always so easily felt because churches sometimes aren't energetically potent at all. And so there's many things you can do to energize your home. If you have the skills and the knowledge within yourself, then you can do it yourself. You can send the energy into your room, into your house, and if you're living intensely, then your house becomes naturally consecrated. But if you're not doing that, then you can invest in tools, spiritual objects that will do the work for you, that will consecrate your room for you. Some of those objects I sell on my website, shivakailash.com. Things like a particular type of metal, solidified metal. You'll be able to see what it is on my website. But if you buy this particular type of metal, it's very dense, and it's already been energized by me. So if you have it in your home, if you wear it, or if you hang it, especially the hanging ones, it will attract different types of energies. It'll store those energies, and it will destroy negative energies. It's a very fantastic tool, and I'm sure I'll do a live stream on this very, very soon in the future. But that's, again, not the topic of this video. The topic we're talking about is the Linga Bhairavi. Some people have asked me what this is and what benefits I received from it. If you don't know what this is, it's a miniaturized temple created by Sadhguru. And he offers this for sale on his website. It's called Isha Life. And you can buy this. It's on the expensive side, it's about $500. But it energizes a room that is the size of 2,500 square feet approximately. So if you get this and you make an offering of fire every day, then this space that you're living in will become energized with nice feminine energy. It'll make it more conducive for you to live, and things will go smoothly for you. So I recommend you make this investment, and it is an investment. You buy this, you invest in yourself, for yourself, and your life will benefit in the future. So that is consecration, my friends. Consecration is only limited to India, relatively speaking, because the science of consecration originates from India, and that is where the biggest science of spirituality and of yoga exists. However, it's not limited to India because you have the ability to consecrate things with yourself. You are a consecrated being, or you have energy inside of your body, energy is inside of this human vessel, and you can send energy out. Now, what holds energy the most? What is the most receptive to energy? It is stones, particularly types of stones that are dense, and those stones hold maximum amount of energy. That's why you see in Indian temples, generally speaking, the temples are made from stone. Ideally, it's made out of granite because granite is very dense and it can hold life energy very, very well and for a long time. But not only stones, metal is also used, particular types of metal that when it's solidified, it's extremely dense. And that holds in energy much longer than stone even. So not just stones, you need the right type of geometry of the stone. So the wrong geometry will dissipate energy, but the right geometry can hold in energy for thousands of years. And what do I mean by energy? What is this? Is la la lulu Google land? It is, my friends, you have energy, I have energy. And energy is stored in our body. Energy in what way? Well, there's 7 different types of energies. We can talk about, for example, the heart energy. I have heart-centered energy here, and I can send it out to you. And if I send it out to you and you're any at all perceptive, you can feel that. And when it gets touched by your body or touched in you, you'll feel blissful, you'll feel happy, you'll feel liberated. So this is what I mean by energy, and different types of energies can be sent out through your human body. Now, this can only be done when you have a surplus, when you're not starving. So you can't give out blood when you're on your deathbed, because if some doctor takes out blood from you, then you will pass away, you'll die. But if you're a normal, healthy human being and you can go to the blood bank and you can donate blood, and there will be no problem, you'll survive. So it's just like that. You have to have a surplus. Hello, everybody that's welcome. Good to see you here. If you have any spiritual questions, let me know. I'll answer some spiritual questions. But as of now, I'll share with you whatever spiritual insights and ideas that I have pertaining to life and pertaining to consecration. Why am I talking about this? I'm sure as I'm talking to you, I can hear and feel the people that are watching this and potentially going to watch this in the future. Very rarely will you find somebody that understands this. Maybe 1 out of 10 people will understand what I'm talking about, truly get it, and truly experience this for themselves. But this is lost. It's not something that is perceived by human beings, but it needs to be, because this is the science and tools for well-being. If you understand the science and if you live in a consecrated space, you won't have any problems. You won't have any life's problems. You won't create your own problems. You will just live in a very lubricated environment. But if you don't live in an energized space, you will struggle, you will strive, you will seek energy in all sorts of ways that are unhealthy for you. So this science needs to come into the West, and Western countries need to understand what this is, science of consecration. Because if they don't, well, they're not going to live so happy. And it's slowly coming. So I'm glad that I know English. I'm glad that I got a chance to come in contact with the Buddha's teachings as well as Sadhguru's teachings here now in this lifetime. And Sadhguru has taught me so much science that is to do with human well-being. So many things have improved my life as a result of thank you. I can't thank that man enough. So if you have any questions, please let me know, write them down. And here I am in Da Nang, Vietnam, right next to the beach. I just swam. Mountains are right behind me. I'm enjoying the sunlight as I'm recording this live stream with you. And so it's not just temples that are consecrated. There are natural places that are consecrated, like mountains. The 3 biggest, most powerful places, energetic places in the whole planet, I'm assuming here, because from what I've seen, from what I've studied, from what I've learned, from what I've experienced also, is 3rd is Machu Picchu, which is in the United States. 2nd is the Valangiri Mountain in Coimbatore, and 3rd is Kailash, Kailash Parbat in the Himalayas. Kailash is the single most powerful energy space on the planet Earth, and my profile picture is me in Kailash. You can see the mountain behind me. So just looking at it, will, if you have any kind of sensitivity and perception, you will understand what it is. And I recommend you do some research on that. So we have some questions here. Isn't Vietnam upset with the white man? No, actually no, surprisingly not. Somebody asked me, how can we forgive people that hurt us, you just forgive them. Not much else to say. Maybe if you elaborate, but what else can you do except forgive? Forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. You don't want to live in a state of agony or pain, so you just forgive. Even if you never see them again, just forgive them. It's easy to live with forgiveness. It's hard to live with bottled up anger. Or talk through them. Tell them why they've hurt you and resolve it verbally. You must forgive and God will take away your suffering. Maybe. Shiva and Diva. Yeah, maybe. Are you going on that trip with Rob? Yes, I am. Wow, mind-blowing enlightenment. Thank you very much. So, again, my friends, consecration. This is something that this word needs to be learned by you. This needs to be studied. And this is something that you need to experience for yourselves. Experience for yourself by going to India. I'm planning to go to India in April time. You're welcome to join me there. And trip is tomorrow. And yeah, so consecration, you need to learn how to consecrate things. You need to consecrate yourself first and foremost, and invest in consecrated tools. I have many consecrated tools that I use to energize my home, to make my home very powerful and comfortable to be in and to live. So I'm sure I'll make a video by this very, very soon, maybe today or tomorrow, that why this is so important, how it helps you. It is like, imagine living in a house without running water. You would not feel very comfortable, you would not feel very safe, you wouldn't you would be very scarce with your water. But now you have running water, you can do whatever you want. You can get your hands dirty, you can go wash, you can go shower, you can go so many things. You can wash the floor. So it becomes very easy. Similarly, if you don't have energy, you'll be very cautious where your energy is being spent towards. But if you have an energy source like a Linga or some other spiritual tools that I have on my website, shivakailash.com, shameless plug, you can start to expand in life, just as I'm expanding here on this live stream. So I would feel safe. I only need God. Well, too bad God doesn't exist. Marcus, haven't heard Quaker in many years. Oh, well, I don't know what that means. I'm not a Quaker. I'm a quack. But anyways, that is essentially what I wanted to discuss here on this live stream. And yeah, talking about the Epstein files. Yesterday I talked about the Epstein files, and that was a big topic. People love to hear that, how these people are, what they're doing and how they're doing it. And these people love to eat pizza for some reason. The Epstein people, the Epstein files, pizza is written like 1,000 times or 10,000 times or whatever. So yeah, pizza is very popular. And I don't know if there's been any arrests as it relates to the Epstein files, but there needs to be. I hope there is. If people are committing crimes, they need to go to jail. Why Dr. Rob insists that you're a fan of Fuentes? Because I am. I like it. Not that I'm a fan. I just stumbled upon his Instagram reels and I watched it. And Dr. Rob happened to be in the room and he was giving me all sorts of shenanigans for it. But what's the big deal of liking Nick Fuentes? Makes a lot of good points. He's very fluent in his communication, and he speaks logically. Was there to not like? Love you, bro. Love you too. Fuentes is smart for a Catholic. What is that supposed to mean? I can't tell. You don't believe in God, but you had choice. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but my hat is preventing the sun from getting in my face, which is what I need. Some of the smartest people in history believe there's a creator, literally millions of things. Too bad. Too bad. I don't believe things because what's so special about belief? Anyways, I'm not here to talk about the fake God. Take that hat off, demon. Get some light. No. You look Amish, not a monk. Well, I'm not a monk. I'm Catholic. I was born Catholic. So, on my website, shivakailash.com, I have a particular type of metal, which is a hanging metal. And this is ideal for an office space, meaning that if you work in a home office or work at a job and you're constantly in the same place, maybe it's in your bedroom, you can hang this piece of metal next to your bed. And this particular metal is not like steel or copper or anything else. It is, I can't tell you the name because it's quite fancy, but it is a very dense, heavy metal. And because of its density, it gives it the property of being able to acquire energy. And this particular type of metal is very dear to Shiva. Not me, Shiva, but the original Shiva, the first yogi. This metal destroys negative energy. And yeah, so what kind of metal you're gonna have to find out. Go to shivakailash.com, and there's a particular type of hanging metal bead. So if you buy this hanging metal bead and you place this next to your bedroom or whatever you work, it will not only attract negative energies, it'll destroy negative energies, but if you send positive energy into the metal, it will hold it for a very long time, for 10 plus years. And this means that it's a natural energy exuding machine, as well as because of its density, it has its own gravity, meaning that it becomes the authority of the room. So we can think of gravity as things that have denseness or dense things. The planet Earth is very dense, it has a lot of mass. That's what attracts the moon. But the sun is much more massive, it has so much more mass. That's why it attracts both the planet and the sun. Our planet, and all the planets actually, it circulates the sun. So similarly, the density per capita of this metal is much denser than the human body. Human body is just mostly water. Water is not that dense. So one little bead like this has a much denser gravitational field than your own human body. So um, these spiritual qualities give it this ability. So I highly recommend it. You go to my website, shivakailash.com, and you buy this hanging bead. And once you do, hang it in your room, I will be able to ship it to you wherever you are on the planet Earth at no cost to you for free shipping. So it's an investment that will last you literally a lifetime. It's something that I personally use. It's something that works. It's worthwhile. Unless you drop it or you break it, it will last you a lifetime and you can pass it on to your kids. It's an investment and a spiritual investment. So many people are quick to go and invest in stocks and this and that, and invest in houses, whatever. And that's fine. You should do that. And also, many people are quick to go and buy, I don't know, a hamburger or a McDonald's or a Subway or something else. But instead of doing that, eat at home, save up some money, and buy yourself, invest in spiritual tools that will help you to grow spiritually. This makes very simple, very logical sense to me. Because if it's true that you can buy spiritual tools that will help your spiritual growth, why wouldn't you? Since spiritual growth is the most important thing in human life. So if there's tools that enhance your spirituality, those tools are also the most important thing, most important investment. Not Bitcoin or not stock market. You want to invest in those too, sure. You want to have a comfortable lifestyle, but invest in spiritual tools first because that's what helps you to progress, and that's what helps you to grow spiritually quickly. That's what we all need. So I hope that you do that. I hope you take my advice. And let's see what some people are saying here. Realization. Okay, let's see. Somebody had an interesting comment here. I want to read it. I highly recommend you check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a good advice. You consider yourself ex-Catholic? Not really. Got us. That's about it. That's all the important questions that we have here. If you have questions or comments, let me know and I'll read them out. And yeah, so that's the value of spiritual tools. I've bought spiritual tools from Sadhguru because that is the master himself. And so many spiritual technologies I've invested in because, again, my friends, if I can buy a machine to produce me electricity, I would definitely buy it. Hello, Bruce. And buy machines that produce water and turn water and pump water. Those are very valuable things to make my life better. But if I can buy tools that produce energy or help me spiritually grow, those are much more important because spiritual growth is the most important thing in human life. And yeah, So Sadhguru has many spiritual tools that I've purchased, many accessories like the copper ring and the spiritual beads, not just regular wooden beads, but particular types of beads that are grown in the Himalayas that are connected to Shiva, as well as pictures, and the most potent are yantras. So yantras is what we refer to as a spiritual tool or powerful spiritual uh, machines. A yantra is an energy machine, and if you buy a yantra, it will do the work for you. Just like maybe 1,000 years ago, it would be unconceivable to pump water into your house unless gravity worked for you, right? If I told you, hey, I have a machine that just does the work for you, you don't have to go and haul water with your hands from the river, you would think, wow, that's impossible. But now we have it. We have tools like that. We have technology like that. So similarly with spirituality, or particularly when I'm talking about spirituality, I'm talking about energy. Not that these tools are going to make you wiser. In some subtle sense, it is. But these tools will help you to increase your energy. And that's what we're looking for. So things that produce energy, things that exude energy, things that give off energy is what we want to invest in. And so he's not trying to destroy my channel. So no such thing as free energy, correct? I mean, yeah, there's no such thing as free energy. That's why I have to buy it. I'm not going to give it to you for free. And thanks to my spiritual search, I've been on the spiritual path for 10 plus years. I found what works and I found what doesn't work. And also have the eyes to see what is valuable to invest in, what has energy, what improves your life, what is actually authentic and what isn't authentic. So these things that I have on my website are absolutely 100% authentic because I use them firsthand. I know what they're like. And I recommend you purchase them. Are you still in Vietnam? Yes, I am. Can you explain more how yantras work in your understanding? I agree with you on spiritual part. Yeah. So how do yantras work? Yantra is what we're looking to invest in. So you can go to Sadhguru's shop, Isha Life, and you can buy their yantras. And how does it work? Well, a yantra is a certain geometric alignment of forms and that have been energized. So let's say I take a triangle. A triangle is a geometric form that, if you energize it, can produce energy. So a yantra can be a stone that's shaped in the right geometry, and just the right geometry will produce the right energy. So if you find a perfectly circular rock, that has a certain quality. Ooh, it's a nice energetic kind of thing. It's an energy machine, or it can be potentially. But human beings can consciously make energy machines, like shaping metals and different stones and making different geometry and infusing life force energy into it to produce an energy machine which will give off spiritual energy for a long time. So that's what you see when I'm doing live streams with Dr. Rob. I'm sitting in front of Sadhguru's picture, and this little thing that I'm lighting with an oil lamp, the thing that you see burning, is a miniature temple. It's a yantra. It has, the core of it is solidified metal. It's a very dense type of metal. And outside of it is copper. It's a copper shell or copper house. So it's a deity. It's a feminine goddess sitting inside this little temple. And the offering of fire is what makes the energy come alive and exudes its energy. So if you watch my videos in the future, I recommend you open up your ears and feel and perceive what it's doing and what kind of energy it's giving out and what is making you how you're feeling out of it. A tantra is a mantra that you can sell. I'm not sure about that. So Michael Wardwell says a yantra is the same thing as a mantra, but it's just a physical symbol. Yes, that's correct. So a mantra is a verbal geometry that has been energized, and there's lots of mantras. The most basic mantra is Om. Om. We can add on to it Om Namah Shivaya, which talks about the 5 elements. So if you can make that into an actual physical form, and you can make energy exude out of that, the same energy that you would with a mantra. So, yeah. Jesus did not teach these things. Jesus did not teach these things because he didn't have enough time. He got killed at a very early age. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He did the best he could, and then he left, so unfortunately. But Jesus taught, you're wrong actually, you're a fool. Jesus taught the essence of these things when he said, here, take this bread, you're eating out of my body. Did he mean that somehow the bread is his flesh? No, he energized the bread. He took a piece of bread, he infused his life energy into it, made it holy, made it consecrated, and he said, here, take this. This is my flesh. I can do the same thing. A yantra is an object of awareness. It cannot be produced absolutely. You're right about it. Can you? Okay. Yep. Good morning, brother. It's 4 a.m. Nice. I'm not in India. I'm in Vietnam. Yes, Jesus did teach these things. You didn't listen. That's correct. You're not intelligent enough to perceive. So a lot of the spiritual science and technologies that I've known, and a lot of my perception comes from Sadhguru, particularly Sadhguru Exclusive. If you go on Google and you type in Sadhguru Exclusive, it is a paid program. It costs like $5 or whatever it is. And there's a huge library of mystical and occult knowledge and secrets that Sadhguru didn't find appropriate to put online for the public. So this is a little bit more exclusive. It's for people that really want to investigate. And if you go and watch those videos, it's just phenomenal spiritual insight. Things that you'll never hear before in your entire life. And things that if you hear will directly open up your perception, make you see clearer. So I highly recommend Sadhguru Exclusive. I'm wearing Sadhguru's shirt. It's awesome. Did Jesus say stay away from occult stuff? No, he didn't. I listen to Sadhguru daily. That's a very wise man. Jesus started a cult. LOL. Yep. See you later. Yeah. So, my friends, this is all about the hidden and the occult. So, why don't read my comments? Yuri, you need to donate. You've been here leeching off my YouTube channel for a long time. You bought some cat. Much rather you send even a part of that money to me. And here's a chance to do so. So go ahead and send me a donation, and I'll read your comments. No, it's not because of that. So Jesus did stay away from the occult. Okay, yes. Why should you stay away from the occult? Because occult energy deals with the material physical form. It deals with life. It deals with actual tangible reality. So occult was necessary and needed a long time ago when you couldn't cross a river because there's no bridges, or you couldn't go travel far away because there was no cars. And so you needed technology, different kinds of energetic technology to be able to manipulate life's energies, like communicating telepathically and so on. It's just a physical way of dealing with life. You can get entangled in occult. Occult is useful. I use occult. This shirt is occult. And so many things are occult. So I'm not shying away from occult. But occult can be misused, and a lot of people do misuse it. And unfortunately, they use it for people's detriment and harm, which is just absolutely wrong. So nothing wrong with occult. And primarily what I'm interested in, mysticism. I want to understand the mystical science of reality. I want to understand how this all works and to be able to use it ultimately for my own well-being and for everybody's well-being. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm making these live streams. And a lot of tools that I have at your disposal is available on shivakailash.com, which are tools designed for your spiritual well-being and spiritual liberation and growth, ultimately. So I'm creating my own occult called Bad. So the only reason I'm sure why spiritual teachers stay away from occult is because it's dangerous, it can hurt you, and there's a lot of lousy occultists out there. But Sadhguru practices occult. Occult is very needed and useful if you want to especially help people transcend their limitations. So a yantra is occult. You know, the things that you see on my table when I'm doing live streams in front of Sadhguru's photo is occult. And yeah, I lived nine years when I was in Ukraine. You keep mystical, keep meditating. Yes, so that's. Hello, hi. I'm 10 times stronger than any of your gurus. I highly doubt it. That guru is extremely powerful, extremely mystical man, and you'd be wise to respect him. So, yeah, you want to be on my live stream? Say hello. Spirituality. Speak English?
Không biết tiếng Anh. Hello. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye. So, energy. Nice kids. Spirituality, my friend. Spirituality. Spirituality is about transcending the human limitations. And what do you need to transcend human limitations? What is absolutely essential to go beyond the physical boundaries of this human life and this human birth is, can I get a amen or hello out there? It is energy. Well, maybe you don't agree with that. Maybe you don't even know what energy is. But mark my words, my friends, spiritual growth will happen when you have an influx of energy. And the more energy you have, the easier it is for you to grow spiritually. If I could take my hand, put it on your body, and send all of my life's energies into you, and your body can accept it and hold it, and you would become liberated, or you become so much more spiritually advanced in just a few seconds because you just got an influx of energy. So energy is needed. And how do you get energy? Well, you get energy by breathing, by sitting in the sun, by eating an apple, by eating fruits, and meditating, and so many other things. And you can get energy also by investing in spiritual tools that produce energy for you, like I have. The tools that you see in front of me when I do live streams in front of Sadhguru is what you see. You've got passion, brother, but be careful. Sadhguru is leading the masses onto a long, unneeded journey. The absolute, the source energy spiral is ever present right here. That's correct. And he says the same thing. He doesn't say anything else. Sadhguru says that spiritual liberation, enlightenment is not some faraway journey. It's the most simple thing because it's right here. You just have to turn around. You don't have to go somewhere. It's right inside of you. So you have to take a 180-degree turn and to realize what's inside. And that takes an instant. But it's so simple. That's why people don't get it. It's too simple. Because if I told you, hey, you walk up that mountain, you'll get enlightened. Okay, it's a path and you know. But if I say it's right here, where's right here? It's the most simple thing. It's like telling a fish in the water, hey, you're swimming in water. What? Water? What's that? So that's what it's like. I would beat Sadhguru in any challenge. Incorrect. What person who studies all the millionaires here because it doesn't work? What? What person who studied all this and is a millionaire because it doesn't work? Sadhguru is a millionaire, so it obviously works. But exactly, Sadhguru is helping the world wake up, and how can you hate that? That's true. So, God bless. God bless. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Now I've been outside every day. So it's a little bit. Millionaires are often atheists. Atheism is stupid. So I want to get rich and famous, and I will, and I am. And support my videos by making me more rich and famous, like the video, to help me to get rich and famous. Why? Because I want to live a comfortable lifestyle. And I don't want to do things that are unethical. I want to do things that are valuable for people, and they exchange monetary value for me. So nothing wrong with money. It's just an equal exchange of energy and of service, of goods and services. And thanks to you, or thanks for you, I have spiritual tools, spiritual objects, spiritual goods available on my website, shivakailash.com. Buy that, as well as I have spiritual services. So if you need my help, if you want to awaken your spiritual eye, and if you want to go deeper, and if you want to resolve your spiritual boundaries, and if you're looking to be my student, you can do so. So go to shivakailash.com and book a call with me today, one-on-one call. So talking more about Sadhguru, everything that I have is as a result of Sadhguru, largely. Because before Sadhguru, I found the Buddha. The Buddha was there for me, meaning in terms of his monks and his monasteries, and I visited the Buddha's monasteries and places. I studied the Buddha's teachings, I meditated a lot, and it led to a lot of fruits, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't a living thing. It took me a lot of time to have you always spoken with this rhythm? Is it a Canadian thing? What do you mean by that? Expand. So it wasn't always ideal because I would read books and it would make no sense, and I would just misunderstand the books or the teachings, and I would cause myself unnecessary suffering. But then when I found Sadhguru, his videos, he had videos. It was like me watching the guy talk to me directly. And then I got initiated by him. My life changed forever, for the better. So I owe a great deal of gratitude, and I owe my life essentially to Sadhguru. And I hope to repay him one day. Get into health and fitness, Shiva. It will improve many things and help you find and take them. Yeah, I agree. I need to get some spiritual friends that will help me on the spiritual path, because largely for the last 10 years or so I've been alone. And being alone is good. It has advantages. It's better to be alone, as the Buddha said. It's better to be alone than to be with a fool. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are fools, so I can't be with fools. But occasionally I would find a spiritual teacher or a spiritual mentor or a spiritual friend, and I would go progress on the spiritual path with them. But yeah, that's not always the case. So I'm alone, and I do the most essential things. So I don't want to go and do things that I don't like just by myself. I want to get into more fitness. I want to get into martial arts. I know I want to train more in boxing. Boxing is one of the best ways for personal self-defense, and I do train shadow boxing at home and do some basic drills, but it's not enough. I want to spar. I want to learn from an actual expert or a master, a professional, and I will. I want to dedicate and devote myself to learning this martial arts, and I will in the future. So that's my intention, at least. Do you recognize Rob to be a fool? Yes, I do, and no, I don't. Are you training with Arash again? No, not really, but I want you to explain to me what you mean by this type of rhythm. What kind of rhythm do I speak in? I'm curious because I want to know. I want to know if there's something to improve on. So if you find the right spiritual person, yeah. One thing that's really positive about Nick Fuentes is his ability to communicate. Have you noticed? He's one of the best speakers in the world. How he enunciates his words, one of the things I'm going to share with you is his clarity of speech, something that I want to emulate and model. But we're not going to go dive into that too deep because it's not really relevant. That's good and healthy. Body helps a healthy mind, will improve spiritual ability. Yeah, that's why I go swim in the ocean every single day. Ocean is so valuable for me. And just getting the salt water on me and swimming around for a bit, it's very easy, effortless exercise, light in the joints. So it's very, very good. Swimming is one of the best things to do, but not in a chlorine pool. I probably will never go into a chlorinated pool, except maybe, I don't know, just for fun, once a year, once every decade. So that didn't make any sense, but who cares? Chlorinated pools are very, very bad. I don't want to be in a chlorinated pool ever again. You scared of the water? No, I'm not. I was a swimming teacher and a lifeguard for many years in my early 20s, and I enjoyed that a lot. That was very fun. And I learned to swim. I'm an expert at swimming, basically. I can swim I can swim in deep waters without my hands. If my hands are tied behind my back, I can still swim, and I can still make it to shore. Easily. Who do you worship? I worship you, Barto Fikru. Same, I used to be lifeguard. Nice. Lifeguard all the way. Lifeguard for 7 years. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. And I don't know, a minute or two. So here we are, my friends. Here we are, relaxing, chilling out. I had a sudden intuition and a feeling, a desire, and intuition to download this dating app called The Hinge. And I don't usually go on these things. These things are just like McDonald's for dating. It's just so absurd. I find it ridiculous. But nonetheless, I downloaded this because I want to meet some nice women, some absolutely beautiful, attractive ladies. And I downloaded this, and then I just got an email a few minutes ago saying that my account has been removed. So I guess I'm too handsome, too happy, too sexy, and my account has been banned. I don't know why, but that's a good sign, I guess. It's a good sign for me to meet women in real life. There's nothing better than just seeing a beautiful girl walking down the street. She looks at you, she's interested in you, she's making eye contact with you, she's blushing, and then you say, hey, come over here. And then that's it. Then you're married. Stay away from Grindr. Anyways, they saw YouTube and wanted nothing to do with you. That's incorrect. My YouTube channel is growing. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, so shout out to all of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. I am going to do lots more spiritual things, lots of things planned. I want to experience so much more intensity in these live streams and just doing lots of wild, crazy, fun, amazing things in person. I'm not sure if I should stay here in Da Nang. I want to because it's cheap. I can swim in the ocean. Food is good. And it's not so loud like Ho Chi Minh, which is the chaos disaster. So, yeah. You're honoring the Save Soil shirt. Yeah, I've been wearing the Save Soil shirt for a long time. This is my second one. Who's that weird bald guy you hang around with? That is Dr. Rob. He's a spiritual master, spiritual noob, and he's a crazy man, wild man, and you need to be careful. You need to stay away from him, okay? But he's very entertaining and very fun. Save our soil. My friend, soil is being degraded. Soil is turning into sand because human beings don't have smart farming practices. So maybe God has some other girl that will align. Yeah, that's always the way that I look at life. Whenever some door closes, whenever something happens, or uh, some door gets shut, I always think that, okay, there's definitely something much better waiting for me. And that's always been my experience. It's not something that I'm just telling myself, some affirmation. So whenever things don't happen, okay, just wait a little bit longer. Some better things are going to come to you. And maybe it is my affirmation, which I definitely make it true every single time I say it. So, yeah, live well, 69. I hope you live well. 69 is definitely living well with that. So, Dr. Rob, I don't know why people hate Dr. Rob so much. I'm going to have to do a live stream maybe tomorrow on Dr. Rob and expose his secrets, expose his insanity, expose his nonsense, and expose everything. But maybe I won't, I don't know. But he seems to get a lot of unnecessary, unwanted attention by my viewers. They don't like him, they hate him. I'm either moving to Belize or the Caribbean or to Costa Rica. Wow. Costa Rica is maybe the place that I'm going to be living in sometime soon. That space feels very, very energetically aligned with me. So maybe I'll go there. Dr. Rob should get, no, don't say that word. I think Dr. Rob is entertaining me too. Thank you. I'll send you to Belize. This guy knows. Yeah, Belize is where you go, and I'll send you to Belize. Okay? No, none of this, no more of these. Anyways, it's a little reference there, Breaking Bad reference. Thank goodness, no Dr. Rob now. I can't watch the Shiva, no watch your streams that I haven't seen. I'm gonna do streams like this every day, Ashley. So thank you for being here. And Dr. Rob is getting on a lot of people's nerves. He's getting on my nerves. So we need to have some time without him. We're talking about spiritual insight, spiritual knowledge, spiritual liberation. I don't agree with him on everything. I like, but I like it. Yeah. From Breaking Bad, gotta love that show. Yeah, I watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Fun times, fun times. And Ocean Man, will take me by the hand. I like how you like Rob, but you also know that he likes poison and yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get to see him tomorrow. I know he was good effort, Shiva. Keep it working. Thank you very much, Ashley. No, Yeshua is king. Yep. Taco Man says if he hadn't had committed fraud, he could have been a better teacher. Possible. I like you too, Shiva, except the vegan topic. Well, my friend, you gotta stop abusing animals. I don't know what to tell you, okay? Animal abuse is illegal and unhealthy. I challenge you and Dr. Rob to a Royal Rumble match. You got it, my friend. Come over here to Da Nang. We'll Royal Rumble on the sand here. I'm going to be wrestling Dr. Rob here in the sand very, very soon. You're going to get to see that. It's going to be epic. Okay? Ashley asks, how long have you been in touch with your spiritual side? Well, I have two sides. One is my spiritual side and one is my not spiritual side. I'm just kidding. All of me is spiritual. And at 19 years of age is when I became awakened to spirituality. That's when I knew that this is the right thing to do. Spirituality is the right way to go. So, yeah, you're showing us how we can love and accept each other despite huge differences. Yeah, that's a very good point. Dr. Rob is a very big a learning opportunity lesson for so many people. He triggers people, he gets on people's nerves, and yeah, this is very, very true. So sometimes I think I'm making a mistake and I'm platforming him, and he's such a negative guy sometimes, and whatever, so on and so forth. But he's good. I like him. He's funny. Anyways, it's been 45 minutes, and it's 4 o'clock right now. If you were to send me a donation, you can do so on this YouTube super chat. You can send me a donation, or if you want to send a larger donation, which will involve zero tax, I won't get taxed by YouTube, you can go to my website, shivakailash.com/donate. that is the best place to donate. That's the best place to donate. But if you want to send me some mango money and ask a question or just make a comment, you can do so here. And thank you very much for your donations. Bro, go Suntech on my uncle again and pay you. Bro, go stencil my uncle. I don't know what that means, but you can explain. Ocean Man, yeah. Ocean Man. Animal abuse is illegal, yet butchering and eating them isn't. It sounds dumb. I say this, but I have never considered that point. Yeah, that's true. So if you go kick a cow, you'll get sent to prison. But if you go kill a cow, your people are going to be clapping for you. What the hell is that? It's insane. So the society is insane. It's unfortunate. Do you consider yourself a spiritual Unitarian, something? I don't know what that means. I don't consider myself much. Yeah, Ocean. Ashley says, I'll be honest, Shiva, I would like to try and like Dr. Rob, but he just talks over you all the time. But that's the man thing that puts me off. Well, we have to practice equanimity and balance of the mind and leaving aside our likes and dislikes. So I dislike that too, but that's just the universe. So I have to be mindful of my dislikes because that's just my personal drama, my personal problems. So ultimately, I want to have no likes and dislikes and just allow everything to be as it is. So him talking over me is just as it is. There's no reason to like it or dislike it or to feel bad about it. You believe you're Shiva? No, I don't. You need to spare to get better at boxing? Yeah, that's true. Make sure to get a referee. Yeah, I'll make sure. I'll live stream it. We'll be doing it live. Do you still live with Dr. Rob? No, I don't, but he'll be coming here to Da Nang, I think, very soon. Well said. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the Any Dimension Kalki. It's okay that you're friends with Dr. Rob. I think it's cool. Yeah. Why don't you just let yourself like things? I like things and I don't like things, but when your likes and your dislikes make you have problems or make you feel bad or feel not good, that's when problems arise. So D loves animals. There is a person that's vegan. Nice. Shout out to you. I hope you're vegan. That'd be very weird if you're not vegan. That'd be very contradictory. Liking and hating shit is for stupid people. That is somewhat true. So imagine somebody says, oh, I like animals. I love animals. But I also pay butchers to kill them and so I can eat them. That's crazy. Indeed, as I've gotten older, I realized that I need to give people the space. Yeah, wise. How long have you done YouTube for? I've done YouTube for 3 years now, approximately. I respect all vegans. Nice. Feeling bad is another thing. Yep. So feeling bad is your own personal choice. Sometimes you may not think it's your personal choice, but it is. Yeah. Yeah, save soil. Oh my God, Arcadian statue, that's crazy. I hope you get out of that at once. Have you done any meditation today? Yes, I have with Dr. Rob on live stream. We should all go ahead and love ourselves. True. Let's do a lotus pose. Well, you send me a super chat, you send me a donation, and I'll do a lotus pose for you. What it says, genius promote. Okay, sometimes I'm afraid if I love or hate too much, I'll get bipolar. Sadhguru also says that the path to spirituality and spiritual liberation is intensity. Very intense intensity. So doing things with intensity, whatever you're doing. If you like something, you like it intensely. If you dislike it, you like it dislike it intensely. Well, disliking intensely can cause problems, but if you're running, run with intensity. If you're talking, talk with intensity. If you are live streaming, intensely live stream. If you are sleeping, intensely sleep. can't really do that. I'm just joking, but because intensity is what flowers is life. It's what makes you alive and what brings up the life force energy in you, and that's what keeps you going. Thank you for not giving up your YouTube adventure, my friend. Thank you. You have two wolves, good wolf, bad wolf. Which one do you feed? Yeah, that's true. Which one? Whatever one that you feed grows. True. The good wolf is named Jesus Christ. Sadhguru shows you can live life at 100 and true. It's awful that they do to animals so people can eat them. It makes my heart cry. Yeah. So if you go and take a look at some of the footage that happens in slaughterhouses and what happens to the animals that you pay to eat, is it takes someone that is very, let's say, not in tune with their humanity to just brush that aside. It's no problem. It's traumatic. So why do you do that? Why do we cause animals to suffer like that? It's a horror. It's a horror movie. You know, it's literally horror, real life horror. You go watch horror movies. You don't have to go watch horror movie. It's free. Go on YouTube and type in animal slaughterhouse footage. It's free horror. Get more horrified than any scary movie you see. Polarization is good. I think any reduction is yep. I'm very connected. So yes, yes. Shout out to all of you. I am. Erica says, have you cursed Dr. Rob for his mental illness yet? No, there's no need to curse him, but I'm sure he's already cursed. Ooh, there's some nice ladies running around, jogging right in front of me. That's very, very nice to see, but unfortunately they're too old. So the ideal partner that I would have, the woman that I would marry, she would be a virgin, she would be a vegan, and she would be very young, the V's, not very young, like meaning an adult, 21, 22, 20, whatever, this age. But she has to be a virgin, so number one. Number two, she has to be a vegan, that's number two. Number three, younger than me, we'll say. And why? Because I like it. That's my preference. That's my personal preference. So if any ladies out there are like that, that'd be fantastic. Come on a date with me. But I also know the truth, and the truth is that I'm 30 years old right now, and for the last 10 years or so, I've just been doing the things that are preparing me to go somewhere in life. I've just been picking a direction, picking a lane to walk in, and I've been walking down that lane. And now, slowly, these next 2 or 3 years, the fruits are going to come in a massive way. And that's when I'll have the sturdiness and the structure to actually take care of a woman. But right now, it just I'm open to it, but I'm not open to having a girlfriend. Hey, you want to be my girlfriend? You want to go sleep with me? Right next to me? What the hell am I doing? Am I an adult? Anyways, hi, bro. You don't go. I'm not going to Isha for Mahashivratri today, but I'll be staying up probably on the 15th tomorrow. So tomorrow night is I'll be staying up the whole night most likely and celebrating Mahashivratri, which maybe in the future I'll go to Isha and celebrate Mahashivratri in person. I actually make that intention today right now. Wrong channel, my bad. Only scam, somebody says. Can anyone here explain to me what happened yesterday's live stream? Go watch it. I'm surprised every night that Dr. Rob makes it through. Sadhguru eats meat. No, he doesn't. He eats a plant-based vegan diet. Sometimes he eats milk, but that's unfortunate. But his ashram is 100% plant-based. I live heavy compared to Sadhguru. Don't know what that means. Look at this beach. There's a statue over there. So yeah, girls just want to have fun. The bonding that happens between a man and woman when they interact with each other is tremendous. And yeah, I don't see a purpose or a point of just meeting some girl or girlfriend, having a girlfriend. Hey, you're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend, let's go rub each other and bind our energies together. And then a couple of months or years later, I know we're gonna have to separate because we have similar values. No, we just, you're hot, I'm hot. All right, let's fuck. No, can't do that. So when you see the outcome, when you see the end, you don't go into the beginning. You don't want to start, taking the wrong steps. But maybe I'm wrong. As I'm saying this, maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong, but nonetheless. Mama Gaia is happy to bless you. Sadhguru is arrogant. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. There's a nice, beautiful lady walking over there. If I was in my earlier years, I would go and run after her, but this seems to be more that sensible to do. Even though your morals are similar, sometimes love is not enough. I'm not sure what that means, but sometimes love is not enough. Sure. But love is important. He's both, you're right, Bible says so. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good to be alive. Feels good to go on the right path. At least what I think it is. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day, ladies. Is it Valentine's Day? No way. Is it Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day. I agree with this. I wouldn't become Muslim, but I think it's cool that they fall in love more often without the lady's face. I mean, I don't know how that works, but that seems a little bit suspicious to me. That seems very suspicious. If they just fall in love without seeing the lady. Yeah. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Wow. So shout out to Valentine's Day if you have a wife, then or a husband. Shout out to you, respect. And that's what it's all about. I'm not sure what the origin of Valentine's Day is. A Cupid is supposed to shoot you in the ass, and you're supposed to fall in love with somebody. But yeah. That's Sadhguru's wedding day on Vijima. Oh, interesting. Well, actually, it is Mahashivaratri. On Mahashivaratri night or day, Sadhguru married Viji. So maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow. They were losing fat for you, Shiva. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah, today lots of people are rubbing themselves together and having sex and making babies and pretending to have sex. That's the most important thing. And then having all sorts of confusing experiences, because when the hormones run dry, when the chemistry is run out, then you're just there with the person. You're like, what the hell? I hate this person. I was just hijacked by my hormones, wanting to reproduce with them, wanting to replicate with them, and now this energy feels like it's done. What do I do now? Oh, off to the next person. This is insane. This is insane. I don't want to do that. Even though I like sex, I enjoy sex. It's not that enjoyable for me to go through all these hoops and problems. So I'd much rather find somebody that has similar values and is seeing the vision that I'm going towards for the next 50 years. 50 years, lady, that's where I'm going. You want to stick around 50 years? All right, let's go. Otherwise, get lost. What am I doing with you for? So I hope you as a man and a woman also, you take more of this attitude, because I know that I'm alone in this. Most people are not like this. Most people are going and, floundering around and having sex and doing whatever these things. Fine. But sometimes I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wasting my time here, which I very, very well may be. I'm here, I'm 30 years old by myself in Vietnam in the middle of Valentine's Day. And downloaded Hinge. I just felt intuitively like the energy is pulling me towards that direction. Okay, let's do it. And then a few minutes later, I get a notification, you're banned. You've been removed. What the hell did I do? So I seem to be removed from lots of interesting places. Anyways, either I will, either I've made some serious catastrophic failures and mistakes and I'll be single for the rest of my life. That'll be sad. And I won't like that. That's not my first choice. That's not my preference. Not my preference. But it's also not a big deal. I'm willing to accept that. If I can't have the things that I value, then what the hell? Then I just won't have it. Okay? So I'd rather fast than eat animals. That's up to a certain point. So we'll see. We'll see. we'll see how the next 2 years go, how I develop myself, how I develop my life, how successful I become, and what I can do. So I know as a man, you are like the sun. Your gravitational field, you should attract the woman or other planets to you. You're not supposed to go and chase and seek and convince and convey and display. Oh, can you? You're supposed to just do what the sun is doing. Just shine. I'm shining here, and the right woman will find me, hopefully, eventually. If she doesn't, then looks like I'm gonna be a single man for a very long time. Will you stay in Vietnam for 2 years? Maybe, possibly. This is a nice place, but I can't stay here longer than 3 months without going and getting a visa extension. So maybe I'll go to India. Man, these places are so dirty and filthy and disgusting. I don't like them. But it's cheap, it's convenient, it's comfortable right now. The food is good. That's the value that I get from here. So yeah, maybe I'll go to the United States. Maybe I'll go to Canada. I have no idea where I'm gonna go, but right now I know I'm in the right place. I'm in a safe place. I'm in a sensible place, and I'm gonna stay here for some time. So yeah. What age you become Shiva devotee? At 26. I want to be a frog. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes I chase women, but I'm never satisfied. That's also the human condition and the male's condition. Women are also, um, women are always very attractive from far away. The closer you get to them, the more that they become a human. That's just a very interesting, it's a mystical kind of thing. What's disgusting about it? They're trashy streets. Yes, the hygiene standards and the garbage and the lack of standards, the lack of civilization, I guess, is at least not up to the standards of Canada. Canada has very high standards in terms of cleanliness. That place, when I look at videos of Canada, it's like, my God, this place is so clean. But anyways, that's not what I was talking about. Women and the attractiveness of women. Attracting or convincing a woman to find you attractive and to like you is never going to work. That is a recipe for disaster. And you should just you should pay attention to women that naturally like you. And that's a everlasting lesson. That is a lesson that will ring through to the decades. So you should take that into consideration. Beautiful view here, beautiful sunset that's happening here. Beautiful balance between the mountains and the ocean. That's what it's all about. You're adorable. Thank you very much. Yuri. You're not wasting your time. You're on the right path, dude. Take it from somebody that's seen it through. You keep going. Don't ever quit. The bliss will be amazing. That's correct, I hope. I just know that I have to do the right thing today, and then tomorrow, and the next day. But today I'm doing the right things. Tomorrow I'll do the right things as well. And the more right things I do, the more right it will take me towards. That's ultimately what I'm interested in. Anyways, my friends, I can't live stream forever. I only have a certain amount of data. My live stream will end at approximately 100 minutes. That's maybe 30 or 40 minutes from now. So if you wish to send me a super chat or a donation, you can do so here or my website, shivakailash.com/donate. Your soul is an internal spirit. That's much more important than knowing how and get laid. It's forever. Yeah, getting laid, yeah, it's cool. I like women too. I'm sexually attracted to women. I'm aroused by women, especially if they have a beautiful female form. But then I look deeper. Okay, let's go and do stuff together in the bedroom. That act is such a strong bonding experience. Bonding of your cells and whatever is deeper than the cells. So lots of energy gets infused into you, into her. And I mean, if she's a good person and you're both like each other and you have similar values and you spent enough time together that you know that it's not just about the lust, then okay, do it. But that's oftentimes not the way. And you're just entangling yourself in this sexual act. And, entangling yourself is not morally wrong, but Why are you entangling yourself? You're gonna have to get disentangled at some point, and it's uncomfortable. It hurts, slows you down. So yeah, sometimes I look at beautiful women walking by. It just like makes me, it like hurts me. It pains me inside. Oh my God, I wish I would be with them. But again, women are always much more beautiful far away. The closer you are, the more real it gets. Or just a human being. And this is just my hormones. Is what I mean. It's just my hormones. That's all. My hormones are flaring up. Nothing more. Man, I love Jesus. Nice. Beautiful female form. Yep. Did you know you get smarter when you stare in the blue sky? Maybe. No, it's you, bro. Is it me or is it the human beings? You can overcome the hormones. That's true. Very, very true. You can overcome the hormones and you just let the hormones be as they are. So, sex and sexuality. When I was in Bali, I was invited to a 10-day Vipassana meditation retreat in a 5-star resort or a hotel because my friends knew the owner. And so I would there be meditating with Vipassana every day for 10 days, silent, without talking to anybody. And whenever we took a break, I would just walk around and see basically naked women every day. Super beautiful naked women in bikinis and just swimming, and dozens of them, and lots of variety of them. And I had to deal with some hormones. I had to deal with some lust, for sure. The easiest way to find a girlfriend is to stop looking for one, and then it'll be right in front of you. Well, that's an interesting theory and a strategy. I'm definitely not looking for a girlfriend. I haven't been looking for a girlfriend for 10 plus years, and she, she's definitely not in front of me. Society sins and makes it so difficult. Shout out to some female friends that I know. Shout out to Pippa, my good friend, my spiritual friend. She, good on her, kudos to her. She had some foresight to ask me to marry her, which was, any woman that asks a man to marry her takes courage and confidence, and she's going after what she wants. I respect that highly. And it was very flattering, also very boosting to my self-esteem and rewarding. So there's a video on there. There's a video of that. I'm gonna make it members only soon. And she asked me to marry her on video. Wow. So she had some desire to be with me and learn from me. And it was good. And I like her. She's a good friend of mine. Not just whatever. I'm not gonna go into that, but nonetheless, I knew that this is not the right thing to do. I could just feel the energy, how the energy is carrying on for years. Sure, okay. Women are beautiful. I'd like to have sex with them, but not that much. Not as much of me getting entangled with them and then having to de-entangle and it being some temporary thing. I'm not interested in temporary things. Temporary even being a few years. It's temporary. What the hell am I doing with a woman for a few years? It's a waste of time. So the woman has to have the right values for me to commit to her. Otherwise, why am I wasting my time for? Shiva, I thought Dr. Rob was done with his character. Me too, but I guess his apologies are just, whatever. We're fake. Then what happened? Okay, exercise builds more testosterone, promotes blood flow to the weekly. That's true. Wow, that's cool. Yep, Shiva is such a Chad. He turns down marriage proposals. Yep, that's me. Having a partner makes you more spiritual, potentially, possibly. Basically, we don't want the headaches. Jira Affairs is abundant love to you, brother. Thank you very much. To you as well. Today is Valentine's Day. I didn't even know this is Valentine's Day. That's very interesting. But I can feel it in the air. I can feel the subtle Valentine pink energy in the air. The energy of hormones, lust. Deborah Shiva, don't know what that means. Dr. Rob apologized. There's a video of him apologizing, or a live stream of him apologizing. Go look at my live stream history. It happened like a week ago. You made it to the beach? Yes, I did. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. You apologized and then returned to his old way. Yeah, he did. Shiva Beaver. All right. All right. Here I am. How much do I spend a month in USD? That's private, personal information. Alone again on Valentine's Day. Yeah, I've been alone for Valentine's Day for the last 30 years. And I guess I'm supposed to feel sad about that because, when you're alone, nobody likes to be alone. But I don't enjoy being alone, but it's better to be alone than to be with fools, that's for sure. And I don't spend time with fools. My God. Whew. What does that mean? Well, you go to some group organization or any place, some club or some anything, and you just have conversations with people. Sure, they have their lives, they have some interesting stories, but what are they doing? They're not doing much. I have a job, I have some kids, I have a wife, a husband. I go exercise, and that's about it. That's as much as most people are going in their lives. It's like, God forbid you bring up some spiritual insight or some higher thing, and they'll be like, "Whoa, dude, that's so deep, bro. Like, you really go deep, huh? You're really into philosophy." Yeah, bro, I'm into philosophy, okay? No, I just can't do that, okay? You're with Jesus all the time. Thank you. I'm never alone. It's better to be alone than to be lonely with a woman. Possibly. I live in a small village by the seaside. Sometimes from my balcony, I can see the dolphins in the harbor. Wow. Which country do you live in, Jew Fairy? That's cool. Yeshua, proud of you. Yeah. It's all about Yeshua. We've been live streaming for 71 minutes, my friends. I'm going to have to start heading back soon because my live stream is only going to allow me to live stream for 100 minutes. That's how much my data is here. Seaboy says, "Why are you worshiping a rabbi?" I don't. I live in New Zealand. Oh, New Zealand. Shout out to the Southern Hemisphere. I was in New Zealand 2 years ago. Very nice place. Very, very comforting, peaceful. That's what it's all about. Home to lots of volcanoes. I live in Holland. Nice. Holland is good too. Wow, another thing I want is a virgin woman. Virginity is so important to me. So it's literally the most important quality. I just can't be with a woman, no matter how attractive, no matter how strong her values are or in alignment with my values are. She's already made her choices. She slept with some men, and good for you. I hope you go sleep with more men. It's just not for me. It's not for me. Okay? I'm not saying this is how a woman should be. You go do your own life however you want. But I know that for myself, the virginity is a very strong value, and I want a virgin woman. I want a woman that has never been in a relationship, doesn't know what it feels like to be with a man. Nothing, none of that. Never had any romantic experiences, never even kissed a man. That would be like my dream come true. Then I can actually commit all of my life energy towards that woman. But otherwise, can't do it, can't do it. We should find a woman that fits our path. Yeah. Do I know for a fact that's what's going to happen to me? No, I don't. And yeah. Dot Drop thinks apology was sincere. Do you think, yeah, I do actually think his apology was sincere. And I do notice a change in him. He changed subtly. And, but he's basically back to doing the same thing. Which, I don't know. I don't know what's in his psychology. Yes, lots of volcanoes and lots of beaches also from my caves and the river waterfall is really wonderful. Nice. I'm happy for you. That's good. So virginity. Yeah, my wife has to be a virgin. Can't be any other way. And Selena says good luck. Thank you, Selena. I appreciate that. I will definitely need it. The woman of today's age is, I'm a strong, independent woman. I can have sex with 10 men if I want to. Yeah, you can. Go and do it. All the best. But a man should also be a virgin, ideally. Yeah, ideally also. But not whatever. It's not the same. I did notice it too, but not surprised he gave up again. A person cannot change their nature. Not sure what that means, but yeah. It sounds like you kind of do like being alone. I do love it. Yeah. So this is something that women, I guess, don't like. whenever you bring up the virginity thing, it triggers them. Why? Because I don't know, they've slept with other men, and they don't like it. And let's be honest, and let's be frank, men find women that are virgins attractive. At least I do. You know, a virgin meaning a woman has waited to find the right person to marry. That is so attractive. If you're looking for marriage, that's the ideal thing. Instead of someone just slept around with clubs and then just now you're the next guy. Oh, okay, you're gonna provide for me. All right, let's get married. Let's settle down. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. That's absolutely correct. That's a very wise statement. No, they don't like it because their body count. Yeah, body count. That's it. That's it. You ask someone their body count. That is something that is a very, very touchy subject. Dog drop can only if he gives a Christ. Yep. Indeed, it triggers them because they have lived a degenerate lifestyle and feels insecure about that. You said it, my friends. They get triggered because they lived a degenerate lifestyle and they're triggered about it. Yes. Would you ever consider a single mom? No, that's my worst fear. I'm 23 and never had a girlfriend, so it would be hard to find a woman for me. See, boy, I hope you're a virgin, and just wait. Develop yourself, build yourself as a man, and the right woman will come to you. I hope that's the case. If not, then I made a big mistake. I want to get these guys in the Bible so bad. Bro, the Bible is filled with darkness and negativity, hatred, ignorance, confusion, like just wrong things, scientifically wrong. And some wise things that Jesus said. That's about it. What the hell is the Bible for? Selena says, I like being alone. A woman these days can't find a good man. What is a good man to you, Selena? What defines a good man? Give me like 3 things. I gave 3 things that I'm looking for in a woman. The Bible is slop. That's correct. The Bible is purely truth and love. That's funny to say. I was born from a single mom who met a guy who didn't mind, but I chose different. Yeah, I mean, not at all. 23, work around, get healthy and fit, read some books, build character. See, boy, you'll be fine. That's true. So go and do that. And the only reason why I lost my virginity is because I was afraid that people are going to make fun of me in my earlier or later age that I'm a virgin. Imagine if I came to you here, okay? I'm 30 years old and I'm a virgin. Oh my God, that would be the end of my spiritual career. That would take a lot of balls to be able to claim that. But I wish I was a virgin. I truly, truly wish I was a virgin. That would make my life and my mind much more peaceful. Not really, but whatever. It would. Because what I'm looking for, it would make sense for me to be a virgin as well. And I just went out and met some woman in some nightclub because I wanted to destroy my virginity. Oh God, my virginity. Oh God, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna say? Insane. I used to be Eastern smart, but I'm Bible smart. Buddy, the Bible, I already know you're not very smart because you talk about the Bible. I talk to the authority, yep. Rama, yes, Lord Lama. At what age you lost? What? The Bible is fucking telling you. If you want a girl to be a virgin, I think it's only fair if you were a virgin. You know what I mean. If not, you can't ask for something of others that you're not willing to do yourself. So that's not true. I'm sure that I will be able to find a woman that's a virgin that will accept that I'm not a virgin. And it's also not the same thing for being a virgin as a man, being a virgin as a woman. Let's all not pretend here either. And Selena says she wants a woman that has respect. Don't know what that means. I guess the man that respects her, a hardworking man. All right. I hope you get it. Nice beach. Shanath, you got to be careful. If you know the truth, you will recognize it in the Bible. All right. Okay, buddy. There's too much nonsense and insanity in the Bible. Michael says, a man or woman not being a virgin or not being a virgin is the exact same thing. I mean, it's sacred for both. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess it is. It is, it is, it is. But it's easier for a woman to get laid, is what I'm trying to say, and harder for a man to go and get laid. It takes more effort, more skill. A woman can just go and just say, "Hey, you want to do it?" Yeah. Pretty much any man will say yes. So it's not the same thing. Okay, Dr. Rob sending me messages here, and love Jesus like I do. Nice. So okay, I hope you get him. Demons tremble, maybe. Um, why is it so important for her to be a virgin? Would it be a deal breaker if she was a great soul, but had a lot of bodies? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so politically incorrect to say, and I'm, saying it on YouTube. I feel like I'm doing some kind of sacrilege. This is my personal opinions, and hopefully everybody here is an adult. Okay. So, and we're talking about adult subjects, for adults, only for adults, and maybe he gets annoyed from the Bible. Yep. Hey, I recently subscribed to you after you crazy live stream with Job. Tell me how was it to meet him? He's a good guy. I'm gonna meet him tomorrow, again. So you'll get to see a live stream with that. You'll see what it's like. You need a woman from traditional culture if you're not so concerned about race. So that's true. And when I was 25 or something, I went out downtown Toronto, and I was just approaching girls on the streets. That's what I like to do. Just talk to random girls that I found were beautiful and take them on dates and go and drink coffee and whatever I was doing. And one day I saw this beautiful woman walking on the street, and I said hello to her, and we started talking, and we got some coffee. And she was like 21 or 22. She was Ukrainian, same ethnicity as me. And she was a beautiful girl studying to be a doctor. And she said she's a virgin and she's waiting for the right man. And then a couple of days later, we started kissing, and she wouldn't go further than that. She would just kiss me. And I felt that this is a boundary that's so hard for her, because she actually is looking for the man that will claim her and take her and marry her and spend the rest of her life with her. And I respect that so much. Oh my God. So that's it. I mean, what are you gonna do? I wasn't that guy. So it's time to leave her alone, and that's what I did. So I am sending this intention out to the universe that I want a woman with 0 body count. 0. That's what would make me happy. And so yeah, some other question that somebody had about body count, and something else, some super inappropriate thing or something politically incorrect. Let me see. What was it? Oh yeah, if a woman has a lot of bodies, or has a body count of 10 or 15 or 20 or 50, but she's a great soul. What does that matter with in a dating world? She has a great soul. Lady, how did you be with 15 or 20 men? How, give me it's just not for me. I'm not trying to judge you or disrespect people or disrespect women. You do whatever you want. You're an adult. You go have sex with as many people as you want. But I wouldn't want to marry a woman like that. Yeah. A woman with a great soul wouldn't have that many bodies. I'm glad you said it, not me. I don't want to go either. Sex is bad. Sex is not bad. Sex is just physical act. Everyone learns in their own way, though, yeah? Selena says, I agree. It's good. I won't marry a woman like that either. So, anything above 3 is whatever. I'm getting dangerous territory. Anything above 3 is too much. Too many for me. Anything above 0 is too many for me, but what's your end goal like? What do you want in life after an afterlife? My end goal is to find a country that I can comfortably lay my roots and build a home and have a nice, stable family with a nice, beautiful woman that's a virgin, and I make many kids, and I make live streams every day, and I teach spirituality, and I host retreats, and I dive deep into this universe. and have lots of insight and share it with the public and eat delicious fruits and have my wife cook me lots of desserts, vegan desserts, and that's it. And then sleep, and then ultimately later in life die. Can Dot Drop dress as a Cupid when you stream together? Maybe. At least you know what you want. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Thank you. What would you do for money to support your family? What I'm doing now, plus more, I want to go much more into YouTube and online content creation and online revenue streams. Janat says, physical sensual act that makes your mind entitled to pleasure and liable to sickness, old age, and death. E-begging? No, not really. I like to applaud your morals. It's just that you don't hear it a lot of times. Trinket selling, that is a ignorant way of selling it. Saying it. They're not trinkets. They're powerful spiritual tools. The Buddha, not the Buddha. I'm sure Jesus used incense. So Christians are, whatever, God bless Christians. Are those kids playing with an iguana? No, the soccer ball. So then a girl that has 15 bodies, but her heart and mind is pure, after she realized and she will authentically love, you would shut her down? Oh my God. Look, a woman that has like 5 sexual partners is the chances of her pair bonding with you go down. So that's one thing, okay? But whatever. That's not my preference. My preference is a virgin woman. Yeah. Christians are ignorant to a lot of the. Yeah, you gotta love the Christians. So a woman with 15 people that she slept in a relationship with, my God, I mean, how do you do that? I can't do that. I don't have nearly as many bodies. I wish I had 0, but anyways, what I'm saying is ultimately, to summarize all of this, is we need to treat the sexual act more carefully and more sacredly instead of just, oh, just, it's like we're playing soccer and we go and have sex. It's no big deal. Yeah, okay, it's no big deal, but it's also a big deal. So you got to be careful and treat it with more reverence. Be careful who you choose a partner, and yeah, it's a sacred thing. It's a very honorable thing, and we got to be hello. We got to honor that. Well, we learn from our mistakes, and sometimes it will take longer than others. Yeah. So there's 8 billion people on the planet, and yeah, there's lots of half of them are women. This is why men aren't marrying often anymore. Well, yeah, marriage is something. I'm happy you got rid of that guy that was with you. I have a different opinion about you. It's good. Thank you very much, Selena. Well, I didn't get rid of him entirely. He'll be back tomorrow, most likely. I'm going to meet him tomorrow in person. And he's an entertaining guy. He's not for everybody, that's for sure. Clean yourself. What do you mean? I am clean. It's time to go and eat. It's time to go and eat. All right, I think I'm best be going. Bless you, hippie. I'll be praying. Thank you very much. I'll be praying for you too. For you to not believe blindly. Dogmatic proofs are bad. Yep. Dogma. That's what it is. So now I'm going to walk through Vietnam, and I'll show you what Vietnam looks like as I pack up. I think you're going to enjoy what Vietnam is like. And I'll get to talk to you. I have approximately 10 more minutes to live stream. before my data expires, and then I will the live stream will end. So if you have questions, comments, anything about anything that I've said, now's the time to do. Now's the time to say. Don't end up chopped up in a freezer. Yep, thank you. That's very valuable advice. Do Vietnamese people understand English there? No, it's very rare that you see an English person speaking. This is not English town. This is Vietnamese town. So they don't really care about that. I'm praying you get rid of him. He's trouble. All right. Whatever happens will happen, and whatever needs to happen will happen. I have no real attachments. So if it needs to go for my life, he'll go. But it seems like right now we're sticking together for the YouTube live streams. And I will do whatever works. So you got to do whatever works. Me live streaming with him works. Lots of people are entertained and engage and find it interesting. Yeah, it's good for the numbers. Why does Dorab hate views about women? I don't know. He's insecure. And he's a liberal. We're part of Vietnam, or you, and I'm in Da Nang. Why would you only want a virgin if you aren't one either? Sounds a bit like Muhammad. Not a judgment. I mean, look, it's okay. I mean, that's up to the girl. If she's a virgin, I tell her, hey, I'm not a virgin, and she accepts that, then okay, cool. If she doesn't accept that, then I'll have to find another one. So, woman has choice. Hello? So, no problem. You wanting to find a good woman? You're wanting to find a good woman. She wants like him. People here like Dr. Rob. The few people that are here that like him, like Anthony. Tomorrow I'm gonna meet Dr. Rob. It's gonna be an experience. It's gonna be a fun experience. Are there sharks there? I mean, Jesus. You mean in the ocean? I'm sure there are. But I haven't seen one. I've seen one shark physically in person. That was in Australia when I went to this little island. And I got to swim in the Great Barrier Reef. And as I was snorkeling, there was a reef shark, a small shark, maybe the size of my body lengthwise. And, I knew that it didn't find me a threat. It wasn't threatened by me, and it didn't see me as food either. So I swam behind it. And as I was swimming behind it, I realized this thing could kill me. It, even though it's the size of my body, it's not that big compared to a great white shark or some of the larger sharks. It still can easily kill me. If it wanted to, it'll just turn around, bite me by my hand, then swim away by my foot, and then I'll bleed out. So those things are dangerous. So tomorrow I'll be meeting Dr. Rob. Rob is a clown. Oh, I'm smelling the aroma of fried vegetables. That's another thing of Vietnam, is that the food here is very oily and lots of it is fried. It's hard to find food that isn't like that. I don't think I have found anything like that, actually. That's not like that. So lots of oil, so you have to cook yourself. I cook myself. I've cooked myself yesterday. I'm going to cook myself again today. Some quinoa. It's going to be delicious. So Daniel says, yep, I look weaker than Dr. Rob. I mean, I am weaker than him. He's twice my size. But we'll wrestle. We'll see what happens. He may increase your numbers, but he's not a good influence, and he will take more than he gives. It's possible. Not easy for vegetarians there. Yeah, this is also a land of animal abuse. Bali was the most incredible vegan thing there, even though there was still animal abuse there, meaning you could still find animals in menus. But there was like so many vegan restaurants, vegan options are everywhere, but not like here. This is just a scarce place for vegans. A lot of it is just animal abuse. I have to say he's going to get you into trouble. Please don't meet him. I've met him already before. He's not some criminal that I don't know. I've lived in his house. He's a normal, sane guy, relatively speaking. So we'll see. Now I have to cross the street in Vietnam. And crossing the street is always a risky business. Because you have to, there's no stoplights. You just have to run. Yeah, Po. He lives in Vietnam as well. Yes, he does. So I'm taking a flight tomorrow. 1 hour away. I've been live streaming for 96 minutes. My live stream is going to end any second. And once it ends permanently. Because I can only live stream for 100 minutes. And that's how long I've been live streaming almost. That's cool, you're vegan and don't want to harm the animals. Yes. That's what we should do as human beings. Stay away from harming animals. They paid for your flight. Yes, I did actually. That's very... So whoever says that he will take more than he gives, my transportation has been covered. So thank you very much, whoever has done that. I'll get to meet that person that donated for my flight. Highly, highly appreciate it. So tomorrow is Mahashivratri. Yes, so exactly 24 hours from now is going to be the Mahashivratri celebration. So that night, tomorrow night, is the darkest night of the year. And this gives a different opportunity for spiritual growth. And it is said for you to keep your spine upright throughout the night. And if you do, nature has an upsurge of energy that you can make use of when you keep your spine erect. So I hope you stay up to me with us tomorrow. It'll be an interesting celebration. When should we check out your meeting tomorrow? My flight is at 8 p.m. Right now it's 5 p.m. So 3 hours from now, 24 hours into the future. And so I'm sure I'll be seeing Dr. Rob at like 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is sushi. I like noodles a lot. Noodles are delicious. I like soup.